ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಸತೀಶ ಕೆ.ಎಂ. ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ವಿಭಾಗ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪಾಲಿಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್, ಮಂಗಳೂರು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿನ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಥಂಬ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿನ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಮ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಿನ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸೊ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ದಾಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಬೈನರಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಏರಿಯಾ, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಎಂಡ್, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್, ಡಿಸಿಡಿ, ಡಿಸಿಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ, DCI, DCQ, equate, export, align, code 60, code 32 data. ಪ್ರತಿ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ನ ಅದು ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅದರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ತದನಂತರ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್, ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿನ ಜನರಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಆರ್ಮ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಲೈನ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಆಪ್ಕೋಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಆಪರಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತೇವೆ. ಆಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲೋಡ್ ಎ ಡೇಟಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾವನ್ನು ಮೆಮೊರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ 32 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಡೇಟಾವನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಮೆಮೊರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಈ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಈಗ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ 2 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಟು 32 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಡ್ 2 32 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ 00000009 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 132 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ, 9 ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 32 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎರಡನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಈಗ 9 ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ಈ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 9 and 2 ಇದನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 9 + 2 11 ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ 11 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇನ್ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 000000B ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೆಕ್ಸಾಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು R0 ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ R1. ಸೊ ಅದೆರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಬರುವಂತ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು R2 ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ವರ್ಕ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಟು R0, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಟು R1 ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಟು R2. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ವರ್ಕ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಟೂ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಡ್ ಟೂ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್? ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ, ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಏರಿಯಾ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ 32 ಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಕಾರಣ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ನೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಕೋಡ್ ಬರೆದ ಕಾರಣ ಅದು ರೀಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಏರಿಯಾ, ಏರಿಯಾ ನೇಮ್, ಆಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೀತೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಂತರ ಬಂದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬೈನರಿ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ 32 ಬಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, that is 9 hexa to R0 register. That is immediate 9 hexa moves to R0 register. So this line move R0 comma hash 009 loads first data to R0 register. So hagine, so we have to move second 32 bit number to R1. The instruction is move R1 comma hash 002. The second number moves to R1 register. That is, it loads, this line loads first second data, not first data, second data to R1 register. Next we are doing actual work, that is addition of two numbers. Instruction is opcode is add R2 comma R0 comma R1. So it adds R0 plus R1, it adds R0 plus R1, it adds R0 plus R1, and it, the sum of these two moves to R2. So this is the operation. It adds, once again, it adds R0 plus R1 and sum of these two moves to R2. So this is the, finally the result is in R2. So finally, so this line says that branch stop. Stop is the label. So in this program, the label is written in. So it will search in where the stop label is written. The stop label is written in this line itself. That is branch stop jump to stop. That is branch stop jump to stop. Again branch stop jump to stop. So the execution is in this line itself. That means this is end of your line. Finally, we are writing the assembler directive head. Then your assembler will do conversion from this line to entry line to end line. So this is your addition program. So this one is written in your editor. Once again, you can read area, area name, code, read only. The color you can note down area color, code color, and read only color. Is shown in one color, that is these and all are assembler directives. Next, move, again another instruction, addition instruction. This is in one color. These and all are called instructions. So assembler directives and instructions are in one color. So these and all are called assembler directives and instructions. Your program contains assembler directives and instructions. So these and all are operands. R0, R1, these and all are operands. So operands are shown in one color. So this is your a simple 32-bit addition program. So these are the screenshots of your memory and registers before execution and after execution. Before execution, you can note down here. You can note down here. So R0 contains 0 hexa, R1 contains also 0, R2 also 0. In program line, first we are moving first data, first 32-bit number into R0. At that time, 9 hexa goes to R0. In second line, we are moving 2 hexa, that is second number into R1. In third line, we are adding first data with second data. The result we are storing in R2. This is the final result. So you can note down here, final result is 000000B hexa. This is screenshot of your input and output. We can move on to next program, next simple program. In previous program, we discussed how we can add two 32-bit numbers. In this, we are discussing how we can subtract two numbers. The data is same, the 9 hexa and 2 hexa. The first number is 9 hexa, the second number is 2 hexa. So we are storing first number in R0, second number in R1, and final result we are storing in R2, as same as in previous program. So the answer should be 9 hexa minus 2 hexa. The answer is 7 hexa. We are storing a one register. So this is the structure of your program, of any program in ARM program. So the first line is area. You can note down here. First line is area. Area name is subtraction. Code, we are writing code, read only. We are writing entry directive and end directive. Within this, we are having the instruction. These are the instruction lines. So this is last line, stop, branch, stop. So your program counter will have in this line only itself. Okay, so we can start the program. The first in algorithm, first we have to move first step, first number to R0 register. So that is move R0 comma hash 009. After the execution of this instruction, 9 will be copied to R0 register. The second number we are moving on to R1 register. Move R1 comma hash 002. Next we are applying the subtraction of code. In addition, we are written as add R2 comma R0 comma R1. In this we have to write subtract R0 comma R1 comma R2. In this line, first R0 subtracted with R1, R0 minus R1. The result we are storing in R2. So final result in this R2 register. First R0 minus R1 we are storing in R2 register. So finally answer is in R2. So this is your editor program. So before execution you can note down here R0 is 0, R1 is 0, R2 is again 0. After execution program, R0 contains 9 hexa, R2 contains 2 hexa, and R2 contains 7 hexa. That is 7 hexa is the answer. Next program. Program to complement a byte. We need to complement a byte and store the result is in another memory. Now we can think of how we can implement this program. The sample problem is the input is 13 hexa. We have to complement is this 13 hexa and we have to get the output. If you complement this 13 hexa, you can get FF, 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 EC. The final output is this one. You have to expect final output is this one for this program. The program, the structure is like this. Directly we can move on to the first line of your program of our program. So in first line we are moving that 13 hexa, that is number, into one register, that is R0. After this execution, R0 contains data. R0 contains your number. Now we have to complement this number. Okay. So for complement, we are having again another another type of move instruction, that is MVN. It complements that given number. So it complements R0. The R0 contains 13 hexa, that is input. It inverts R0. It inverts input, and we are storing that inverted input, that is output, into R1. After this execution, R1 contains, can note down here, R1 contains inverted of negation of R0. The final output is not of inversion of R0. If R0 contains 13 hexa, so it should contain FF, 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 1C. So this is your program. How we can complement a byte and get the result in ARM program. This is your program. This is the input program. Input, you can note down here, R0 is 0, R1 also 0. After execution, the R0 contains your input data and R1 contains your output data. If input is 13 hexa, you can note down here the output you can get is FF, 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 EC. This is the output. Next program, the program to calculate 2's complement of a byte. Already we calculated the 8 bytes data, that is inverting data output. Now we can discuss how we can get 2's complement of a byte. You can note down 2's complement is nothing but 1's complement plus 1. We already discussed how we can calculate 1's complement in previous program. So previous program output plus 1, it will give 2's complement result in that register. If 1's complement of a number, that is 3, 1's complement is FF, 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 FC. So if you get 1's complement plus 1, then we can get FF, 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 FD. This is the output we are expecting at the output side. We can see how we can write the program. First, you move need to be converted number. So number to which be converted to any one register, that is R0. Next, we are doing MVN, move not R1, R0. First R0 we are taking and inverting. So inverting that R0 and we are storing in R1. The final R1 having the final R1 we are having complement of R0. Next we have to add 1 hash 1 immediate one, that is R1 is the converted inverted output plus 1. It will give 1's complement plus 1. We are storing again in R2. So finally R2 will have 2's complement of a number. So this is our result. We are storing that one in result 2. Next program. So before execution, we are having R0 is 0, R1 is 0, R3 is 0. After final execution, we are having R0 is 03, R1 is FF, FF, FF hexa, R2 is FF, FD hexa. These are the output we are getting at the output of our program. Next program. Program to multiply using shift instruction. Binary will have simple addition using shift instruction. Write an ALP, assembly level program, to multiply using shift instruction. So how we can multiply the number using shift instruction we are discussing. Simple problem. The input is 7 hexa. Left shift by 1 unit means multiply by 2. So this one we have to remember this. Left shift by 1 position means multiply by 2. That is left shift by n unit means input into 2 to the power n. N is number of shifts. If the shift is 3, then 2 to the power 3, that is 7 into 8, 56 is the answer. So output is 56. That is 56 in decimal. While we are converting 56 to this number, hexadecimal number, we are getting 38 hexa. Program to multiply using shift instruction. First, we need to move that number to be shifted, that is 7 into 1 register, that is R0. After this execution, R0 contains 07 hexa. Next, we have to shift this in number of times. For example, LSR R1, R1, hash 03. So what this one we are doing is, first LSB left shift R1. LSB R1 means left shift by LSB by R1 unit. R0 by R1 unit. R0 by 3 units. So first left shift R0 by 3 units. That is R0 is number of the number. First we are doing 7, left shift by 3. Next we are storing in that one, we are storing in R1. This is our program. Before execution, you can note down here all are 0. After the execution, R0 contains 07 hexa, R1 contains 38 hexa. That is 56, 7, 8, 56. This is the fifth program output. Next program to shift write a data. Write shift ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡುವ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. Write an ALP to shift write a data. Input 00000040. ಇದು 32-bit input. ಇದನ್ನು ರೈಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬೈ 1 position means divide by 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಈಗ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ right shift by n bit means input divided by 2 to the power n ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 3 ಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೈಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ input is 40 hexa, 3 bit you are doing right shift, then 40 hexa divided by 2 to the power 3, that is 40 hexa ಅಂದ್ರೆ 64 in decimal divided by 8. Answer is 8. Program execution ಆದ ನಂತರ answer 8 ಇರಬೇಕು. Directly we can see the program. First ನೀವು 40 hexa input ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು R0 ಒಂದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೇವೆ. Input is 40 hexa. Now you are doing right shifting. For right shifting, logical shift right. The output is LSR. You are doing right shift, logical shift right. You are doing R0 3 times. That is R0 divided by 2 to the power 3. 40 hexa divided by 8. That is 64 divided by 8. The answer is 8. 8 answer is stored in R1. Finally, after execution, you are having 8 answer in R1 hexa. R1 register. This is your program. Before execution, you can see R0 is 0, R1 is also 0. After execution, you are getting R0 is 40 hexa. 40 hexa, you are doing right shift by 3 units, 3 bits. Then you are getting 8 is the answer in R1. Next program. So program to multiply using shift. So how you can do multiplication using shift? Using barrel shifter, we can see. Input is 5 hexa. Left shift by 1 position means multiply by 2. So left shift means multiplying. Right shift means dividing. Therefore, left shift by n units. You can see here. N units means 2 to the power n. You are multiplying with input. Here input is 5 hexa. So you can see here input is 5 hexa. You are multiplying 2 to the power 2. That is you are left shifting by 2 units. In program you are doing left shift by 2 units. Then you can get 5 into 40. 4, 20. That is 14 hexa. So 20 means 14 hexa. Finally answer 14 hexa is in your register. Directly we can see the program. Okay. So first you are moving 5 hexa to one register. So after that you are doing LSL, left shift by 2 units. That is you are multiplying by 2 to the power 2. That is 4. 4 into R0. You are doing left shift by 4 units, 2 units. That is content of R0. Finally, you are having 5 into 4. 14 hexa is in R1 register. Program to shift using program to multiply using shift. Before execution, we are having R0 is 0, R1 is 0. After execution, we are having R0 is 5, R1 is 14. Next, program to test add and shift. How we can use shift instruction using add. How we can use shift instruction to add the data. Input is 4 hexa. Instruction is add. You can see here add R1 comma R0 comma R0 comma LSL hash 2. First, in this instruction, R0 is left shifted by 2 units. That is R0 is multiplied by 2 to the power 2. Next, you are adding this one to R0 and you are storing answer, the sum in R1. You can see one by one here. So first you can see here R0 is my input is 4. 4 is multiplied by 2 to the power n. 4 is multiplied by 2 to the power n. That is this operation. R0 into 2 to the power n. Next you are adding that input to R0. So this one is R0, this one is R0 multiplied by 2 to the power n. Finally, the output you are storing in R1. So 4 is my input. 4 into 4, 16 plus 4, 20. 20 is in decimal. That is 14 in hexadecimal. So that one finally we are getting in R1. Program is initially you are moving input, that is 4 hexa to R0. So after execution this R0 contain 4 hexa. Next you are using this instruction. Add R1 comma R0 comma R0 comma LSL hash. In this, in first step, R0 is left shifted by 2 units. That is this one. R0 into 2 to the power 2. After that, you are adding this sum to R0. So R0 plus this one. Next, the final sum we are storing in R1. That is this instruction. Finally, after this execution, 14 hexa is there in R1. That is 20 in decimal. Initially, we are having 0, 0 in R0 and R1. In final, after execution, so 4 is my input, 14 hexa is my output. That is 20 in decimal. Program to test and or instruction. So sample problem is given here. Input is 55 hexa. You are ANDing with F0 hexa. Finally, you can get 50 hexa. That is any input bit ANDed with 0, then you can get 0 is the answer. Any input bit ANDed with 1, FF means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then you can get same bit itself. So therefore, you are getting 50 as output. In OR operation, 05 or with 40. Finally, you can get 45 hexa. So you are testing this one with programming. So initially, first number we are moving to R0. Second number you are moving to R1, that is 55 hexa and F0 hexa. So finally, you are doing the AND operation. So first number is there in R0, second number is in R1. So first and second you are doing ANDing and the answer you are storing in R2. So as same as for OR also, first number is in R4, second number is in R5. You are doing, you can see here, first number is in R3. You can see here, second number is in R4. You are doing OR in these two and final answer you are storing in R5. You can see the result also here. R0, R1, you are doing ANDing with these two numbers and you are storing answer in R2. And you are doing ORing with these two numbers and you are storing the answer in R5. So this program is, next program is program to load data from memory. So very important program. Write an ALP to load 32-bit, 16-bit and 8-bit number from address 40000000 hexa. From this address in memory we are having numbers. From this address you can see here in this screenshot. In this address we are having in 4001 we are having 78 hexa. In 40000001 we are having 56. In 02 we are having 34. In 03 we are having 12. So we are having in 01 0078 01 56 302 34, and so you have to load the data from the memory to register. So in first instruction you have to load 32-bit data, that is all 3 bytes you have to at a time you have to load to one register. In second you have to load 2 bytes from memory to register. In third one you have to load 8 bit, that is 1 byte from memory to register. Sample problem is given, memory is given. To load 32-bit number you have to use mnemonic. You can see here you have to use mnemonic, is LDR, that is for 32-bit load number, 32-bit load. To load 8-bit you have to use LDRB, that is byte. So you have to use byte. To load 16-bit you have to use LDRH, that is half word. So for example you need to load 16-bit means you have to use LDRH. You can see in the program. Move R0, hash 40000000 hexa. That is the starting address of the memory we are storing to one register. Then we are calling this one R0 contains address, not data. Therefore, R0 is called a pointer register. So R0 is a pointer register. If you write, so if you are writing content of R0, that is content of 400000 hexa means, so you can see here, if you are writing content of R0 means it will load 78. If 1 byte it will load 78. If 2 byte it will load these 2 bytes. If you are loading 3 bytes, 4 bytes, then it will include 4 bytes at a time. After that we are writing, you can see here LDR R1 comma content of R0. From this memory location you are loading to register R1. So R1 contains 32-bit transfer data. So in next slide we can see what is the data moving for R1. So in next instruction you are loading a byte from content of R0 to R2. R2 contains a single byte data. R3 contains a 16-bit data, that is you can note down here LDRH half word, that is 16-bit data you are moving to R3. That is R1 contains 32-bit content, R2 loads a byte content, R3 loads a 2-byte content. So LDRH means 2 byte, LDRB means byte, LDR means 4 byte. This is our program. You can see here exactly, we can see the output. The input initially the input is R0 is 0. You can note down is R1 is 0, R2 is 0. The memory content is, so at 40000000 hexa is 78, 40000001 is 56, 34, 12. The content of 4000, you can note down. The first instruction is like this. LDR, you can note down. LDR R1, LDR R1, comma content of R0. The instruction is LDR, that is content of 4000. Starting from this address, the 4 bytes you can see here, 4 bytes are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 4 bytes starting from this address. So you can note down here. So this lower address content loaded to least significant byte 78. The second byte 56 loaded to next byte, 34 loaded to next byte, and final 4003 content loaded to this byte. So finally 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, the 32-bit content, that is 4 bytes starting from 40000000 XR loads to R1 register. So this is LDR instruction. The second instruction is LDRB, loaded to R2. That is starting from this address, a single byte at 78. 78 is loaded to R2 register. So next instruction is LDRH, that is 2-byte content starting from this 2 byte 78 56, that is 78 is loaded to lower byte, 56 is loaded to next byte, that is 5678 loaded to the R3 register, that is LDRH instruction. This one is LDR, this one is LDRB, that is LDRB. Next one is LDRH. So please note down the difference between three instructions. LDR means you are loading 32-bit content from the memory to register. LDRB means you are loading a single byte from memory to register. LDRH means you are loading half word, that is 16-bit data from memory to register. Next, we can see the program to store data to the memory. How we can store the data from register to memory, now we can see. Write an ELP to 32-bit data in register R0 to memory location 000040 hexa. Means you are loading data from register to memory. The content of R0 is 00000078 hexa. You are loading 32-bit number, that is STR. You are loading 32-bit number register to memory. If you are loading 8-bit, you have to use STRB, store byte. You are storing 8-bit data to memory. If you are storing 16-bit data to memory, then you have to use STRH. Directly you can see the program. Move R0, 00000078 hexa. That is the address. You have to store it in memory. You are loading address to the register. Then R0 we are calling as a pointer. You can note down, this is not address. So you can immediate data to R0. So you are moving data 78 hexa to R0, that is 1 byte. Next you are moving the address, that is 40000000 hexa to R1. So therefore R1 is called pointer register. Next you can see here the content of R0 content, that is 78 hexa, the 32-bit content. What you are having in R0, 32-bit content you are storing to content of R1, that is this address. Starting from this address, 4 bytes are stored in memory. The input you can see here, all are zeros. After that, you are storing 78 data in register R0. This 32-bit content you are storing to memory address starting from this address. This is the output. Next program. Program to add 32-bit numbers and store the result. How we can add two 32-bit numbers and store the result, you can see in this program. Write an ALP to add 32-bit numbers and store the result in memory address starting from address is given 40000000 hexa. Sample program. The inputs are two 32-bit numbers. Here it is given 5555 FF hexa, that is the first number. 00001111, that is the second number. If we are adding this, then we can get 55561110. So first, the value 1, you can see here, LDR R1 comma value 1. The value 1 is the label. In this program, value 1 is already defined. So here you can see that is value 1, that is BCD, that is double word. Double word means 32-bit number. So value 1 is the label. This is 30-bit number, that is first number. 5555 FFFF. This value is loaded to R1 register. So after this execution, R1 contains 5555 FF. In the same way, you are loading second data, that is value 2, that is 00001111 to register R2. So after these two execution, the first number is in R1, second number is in R2. Now we have to add those two numbers, first number and second number. You can see here, add R1 comma R2. The sum R1 plus R2, we are storing it R3. This is very important. You are loading the sum in R3. This is addition. After that, you have to store this result in memory location. So the memory location result, you have to store it in this address. Already it is given. So this is stored in result, that is 32-bit number. You can see here LDR R4 comma result, that is address you are moving to R4. Therefore R4 is a pointer. If you are writing content of R4 means you are storing to that address. So after this result is in R3, that is 32-bit answer you are storing to memory address pointed by R4. R4 means this address. Starting from this address, 4 bytes answer is stored in memory. You can see the result in next slide. The input is this is before execution. After execution, you can see here, this is my first input, this one is my second input, this is my answer. You are storing this answer starting from this address. The address after this, you need to see the memory locations. So starting from this, you can see here, starting from this, the answer is stored in this. Example answer is 55561110. That is 10 starting from this. 10 is stored in 40000000. 11 is stored in next address. 56 is stored in next address. 55 is stored in next address. Okay. This is the output for addition of two 32-bit numbers. Next, program. Program to transfer block of memory source to destination location. From source this location to destination location. So this one is very important program. Write an ALP to transfer data from source address, that is source address is given, source block is given. You can note down here. So 4000 hexa to 4020 hexa. Total 32 bytes are there. These 32 bytes you have to copy this from source location to, and you have to store it in, or you have to transfer it into starting from this address, that is 4030 hexa. You can note down here. So at 40 starting from this address, you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 32-bit numbers are there in starting from this address. Starting from this address. After execution of program, you can see here, starting from 30 hexa, all are zeros. After execution of this program, same bytes, you can see here. For example, 11111111 copied to 30 hexa. This one is copied to 31 hexa. This one is copied to 33 hexa. You have to do like that. So directly we can see the program. First, move R9 comma hash 40000000 hexa. So this is source starting location. Source block starting location. That is R9 points to start of source data. That is source start address is this one. We are moving address that one to R9 register. That is R9 is a source pointer. R10. Move R10 comma hash 40000030 hexa. That is R10 is start of destination data. That is, so for example, two blocks are there. This one is a source block. This one is a destination block. So in this starting address is there. So R9 points to this address and R10 points. So this one is destination block. R10 points to this address. Move R1, R11. You can see here. Move R11 hash 40000020 hexa. That is R1 points to end of source data. So this one is source block. This one is starting address. This one is end address. So R11 points to end of source data. The first instruction you see here, LDM, load multiple increment after R9, that is asterisk symbol, comma R0 to R3. So this one is load instruction, load multiple instruction. That is, you are copying the memory content from memory content to register. So after this execution, R0, R1, R2, R3, that is 4 registers are copying from memory to these registers. The data is copied from memory to register. Starting address is given here, R9. Starting from R9 address, that is 400000 hexa. Starting from this address, the four 32-bit numbers, the four 32-bit numbers. So starting from this address, four 32-bit numbers copied to respectively R0, R1, R2, R3. R0 contains content of this address. Okay, R1 contains content starting from 40000003. Like that. So every 32-bit numbers stored in R0, R1, R2, R3. After this, the memory pointer, that is R9. R9 is incremented by 4 32-bit number. 32-bit means 4. R9 is incremented by 16 times. 16 R9 plus 16. Next, STMIA, that is store multiple increment after. R10 asterisk symbol, comma, R0, comma, R3. We are having the copied data in R0 to R3, R0, R1, R2, R3. So from these registers, you are storing the data to the memory. So first you are moving this memory location to register. From these registers, you are moving that one to starting from this address. Then these four registers R0, R1, R2, R3, content of that four registers copy to this location, starting from this location. So finally, the memory locations, that 4 bytes copied from this source location to destination location. Okay. After that, you are doing comparison with the R9 and R11. R9 is this incremented source data pointer, and you are comparing that one with end of source data. If both are equal, then copying is over. If not equal, branch not equal, that is NE means if Z flag is not equal to 1. Not equal, then it will go to loop. Loop label is there in here. So it will load a 4 32-bit numbers from memory to register R0 to R3. Next, you are storing R0 to R3 to memory location incremented by R10. Next, again, we are comparing the incremented source pointer with end of source data. If not equal, again it will go to the loop label. If both are equal, loop will terminate and it will go to next instruction, that is end of your program. Now we can see the output. So this is input before execution. You can note down here all are, so registers are zeros. In memory you have to give the 8 32-bit numbers. In loop 1, after loop 1, we can note down here. In first loop 1, we are loading 4 32-bit numbers. You can see here 4 32-bit numbers to 4 registers R0, R1, R2, R3. The same R0, R1, R2, R3 you are copying to storing to this register, this address. That is, so first step is LDMIA instruction. The next step is STMIA instruction. First step is loading memory content to register R0 to R3. Next step is from R0 to R3 you are storing to register the memory pointed by 400030 hexa. This is first loop. In second loop, you can note down here, in second loop, second set of 4 32-bit numbers, 4 32-bit numbers, you are copying to register R0 to R3. From these registers using STMIA, you are copying to second incremented destination pointer. After that, we are comparing your source incremented source pointer with end of source. So you can see here both are equal. Then it will come to end of your program. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1, which of the two instruction set the condition flag upon execution? Option number 1, ADDS R0, R1, R2 ADD R0, R1, R2. Option A, first one. Option B, second one. Option C, both 1 and 2. Insufficient data. Option D. ಈಗ ADD S R0, R1, R2 ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ CPSR ನ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ therefore ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. Second question. After execution of following ALP, content of R2. A 7, B 1, C -1, D -7. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಮೂವ್ R0, 9, ಮೂವ್ R1, 10 hexa, RSB reverse subtraction R0, R1. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ R0 ಮೈನಸ್ R1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ R1 ಮೈನಸ್ R0, R1 10, ಇದು 9. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ 7. ಸೊ 10 ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 16, 16 ಮೈನಸ್ 9 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 7. 7 ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ALP, ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ R1. A 20, B 8, C 320, C 140 hexa. The program is this one. Move R0, 80 hexa, LSR left logical shift right, R1, R0, 4. Answer is B 8. Question number 4. After execution of following ALP, content of R0. The program is given like this. A 10 hexa, B 10 decimal, C 19 hexa, D 15. Move R0, 5, R0 ದಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ LSL ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ 2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ R0 ಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, R0 ಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು R0 ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 19 ಹೆಕ್ಸಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್, ಎಡಿಷನ್, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ OR and shift, how we can load the data from memory, how we can store the register content to the memory, add two 32-bit numbers and store the result, and how we can transfer a block of memory from one location to another location. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 16-bit ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ 64-bit ಎಡಿಷನ್, and to find square of a number using lookup table, ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.